Hello, I'm Chip Chipperwink, and this is This Week in Silicone. We have quite the show for you this week. We'll dive into the Composite Effects Trivia Contest, take a look at... the hell?
Hey, Chip. Oh, you know, I just upped our production value by like 300%. This thing is sort of glitchy, though.
Well, thanks.
I also got you an interview with Ian from Realflesh Mask.
That's fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, Ian from Realflesh. Now, Ian, what would you say your mission is in the silicone industry?
Hi, Chip. Basically, we always try to make our next mask more realistic than the last one. So that's our mission this year also. We will come up with a lot of realistic masks and monster masks, and we will try to beat what we did last year. So that's our mission.
Ian, how long have you been making masks, and how did Realflesh begin?
Well, Chip, in fact, I started making silicone masks about 7 years ago. I made a first test mask that I don't have any picture of, and it was more like an Arnold Schwarzenegger style mask without damage. And then I worked on the core 1, 2, 3 times and did a test mask which was the Fright Maniac. And that Fright Maniac, which was supposed to be a test mask to test the core, became the mask that launched everything. So Realflesh Mask started with that. And now with Eric Tivierge, who sculpt with us, and Ashley that prepares all the masks, we have more time to sculpt really cool characters that are more and more realistic each mask we do.
Realflesh also provides excellent creature masks, including the Monster Mask, which was recently featured as a part of the Don't Be a Monster anti-bullying campaign. Now, Ian, when you started Realflesh, did you expect your mask to be used for such a noble purpose?
Yes, of course. It's a really cool thing that they chose us, or chose our mask, our monster mask, for the anti-bullying campaign, because, I mean, it's such a noble cause. I'm very happy to be a part of that. Would I have thought when I started that I would be in something like that? Well, yes and no, because if I started that, it was to become one of the biggest mask maker around. So basically, I'm very happy that my plan is working slowly but surely. I'm not like an enormous company right now, but I try to keep quality very high, and I think now people start to recognize that.
Now, what improvements have you made to your mask since beginning Realflesh?
Well, the improvement we made this year, I changed the core about 4 times, so always trying to improve just small things to make a difference. The last one we did was the Sugar Daddy, and the fit was much more tighter for the facial expression, and right now we changed it again to be even tighter at the mouth and bigger lip curl inside, so you can speak more freely. And that the first one like that will be with the black guy called the Rapper, which will come in probably just before Halloween or right after. So what sets us apart from the competition, I think, is that we always try to improve everything. Every time we make a mask, we see just a small flaw, we try to fix it right away and find a way to make it better. Paintwork, we take a lot of time on the paintwork to make it as realistic as possible, even from up close. And same thing goes for the seaming of the mask right now and the sculpture. I mean, Eric Tivierge, who sculpted with me, is one of the best realistic mask sculptor around here in Montreal. So with him right now, I think we can do even better than what we did last time. So I expect a real cool future for us for realistic masks, but also for monster masks, because with the anti-bullying campaign, I think our name is going around, and we will come up with more monster masks this year to try to be in that market a little bit more, because in the last year what people know us for is the realistic mask.
Alright, Ian, one last question. What do you feel sets Realflesh apart from the competition?
Well, Chip, the real thing that distinguishes us from the other mask maker is our nipple. We create, I think, the most realistic nipple people would have ever seen. If the competition would make nipples like us, their sales would go up like that. And it's not even a trade secret, because I tell you guys, make some nipples.
Well, there you have it, from the Lord of the Nipples himself. Make sure to check out Realflesh Masks at realfleshmasks.com. And speaking of Realflesh, take a look at these amazing pieces from their resident hair expert, Jeremy Gardner.
Now, Jeremy Gardner is a fantastic hair artist who specializes in ultra-realism. And you know what else? Jeremy's not afraid to step up to a challenge. Take a look at this fantastic cat he haired. Meow.
Now, our friends at Composite Effects are hosting a trivia contest running from now until October 25th. The grand prize winner will receive enough imp cash for their very own CFX silicone mask. We were able to get a hold of Zack Zopp, a repeated runner-up, to give us his take on the contest.
Alright. Trivia. Don't even get me started on trivia. Had it with that. You know why? Two times I played. No free masks for me. Nah, gotta buy them all myself. Sure, I got faces, I got these things. I got a whole bunch of stuff, you know, and T-shirt! We got free stuff falling out of the sky. I don't know what to do. But, you know what's not falling out of the sky? Masks. You know why? Thanks to Paul Lamo. That guy that's Hobo of the Weekend. You all know who he is. That guy. I don't even know how he does it. Except I do. You know why? Cheats. He's got the whole game rigged. He's just cheating and cheating. Don't ask me how. Don't ask me to prove it. I don't know how he's doing it, but I know he's doing it. Telling you, he's got all the answers because he's cheating.
Now let's hear from Paul Lamoureux, a two-time winner of the CFX Trivia Contest.
You know, there's been a lot of speculation and accusations about how I became a two-time trivia champion. I know some people thought I had a store of plutonium and I was cranking up the old DeLorean, but that's just stupid. I did it the old-fashioned way. By cheating. I noticed the trivia questions, they always went up at exactly the right time, and it led me to believe that they were probably typed in advance. So I just installed a remote keylogging program onto the CFX computers. I just, sent a Trojan email. I never knew what hit them. So I'd get the trivia question, sometimes only like 5 minutes, but most of the time like an hour or two in advance, and then I just Googled the answer, Sorry, I know Google's against the rules. But I racked up all these points, and people started really going like, he's cheating, he gets the answers ahead of time, how is he doing this? And I was like, oh, geez, I need to create like some other accounts to also play so that I wouldn't win by so much. So, I made Derek, and I made Beth, right? And I just had them answer some questions too, so it looked like it was more of a close race. Now, the really funny thing is, though, after I won a couple times, they asked me to host trivia instead of playing. So I'd type the question in one browser, and then I'd have Derek, who's me, answer it in another browser. So I'm actually not a two-time champion. I'm more like a 5-time trivia champion.
Well, that's all for us this week. Keep up to date on the CFX trivia game at compositeeffects.com. I'm Chip, Chipperwink, and remember, the Time Turner could have prevented nearly every catastrophe in the Harry Potter series. Put that in your pipe, Dumbledore.